about a deep spiritual connection. And I do feel like initially one of the individuals in this connection was just a little bit nervous about the seriousness of it all. Maybe they weren't quite ready to let go of the kind of superficial or lighthearted connections they've been dealing with. Maybe they were a bit hesitant because they've had their heart broken recently, or whatever it is. There was just this kind of like, I'm waiting to know for sure. But now they do know. Now they're looking at this and it's as clear as day. I was supposed to find you. You were supposed to find me. I know we are meant to be together. So, looks like a reading about fate. So, let's go on spirit with a little bit of Wind Shan Chen. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member and also how to find my Etsy page if you would like one of my homemade soy candles. Hello to Key Controller. Hello, Nat Nat. How are we doing? Let's see. What should we start with? I'm going to go with... actually, that's interesting. Okay. I don't normally use this tarot deck for you all. This is the very first one I ever had. But it's telling me this is where I need to go. I believe this is called the Green Witch Tarot. I don't really have to talk about it very much, so sometimes I second guess myself on this one. But look at the cards, are like bent. Hello, Dwayne. Dwayne, we've had this conversation. Do you know my name? Say hello, Carmen. Or type it. I believe in you. You've been on my live chat multiple times when I've asked people to please just use my name. I consider it a show of respect, right? Just like when I'm saying hello to people in the live chat, I do my bestest to make sure that I am saying your name correctly. I expect you to call me Carmen. Okay, Dwayne? So we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Well, I like that energy. This is someone who knows what they want for the long term. I know I want to grow old with you. I know that I have found the love of a lifetime, or I feel like this is the person that I want with me through the ups and the downs, whatever it is. I know that that person is my person. What else? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the 10 of Chalices, which is the 10 of Cups. Seems a little bit too good to be true. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like I felt like I didn't even have to look for you, or I felt like, you know, things just kind of clicked into place, but that made me nervous because is it a little bit too good to be true? Is there something fake? Am I dreaming? You know? Hello, Anna. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Athames, which is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You guys, I just realized I called this the Ten of Cups, but it's the Two of Cups. This is part of the problem with using a tarot deck that I hardly ever use for you all. Well, to be honest, I hardly ever use it at all. So these are the two most romantic cards, right? The 10 and the Two of Cups. Did you see the look of confusion on my face? Like, wait, there's two of you? This is the love growing. It's not just that I can see myself enjoying getting to know you, or it's not just that I feel myself falling in love with someone. It's that I am convinced this is the person that I'm supposed to spend my life with, or this is the kind of person that I've been looking for that I wasn't sure if they actually existed. Aw, Michael, don't insult yourself. Hello, William. Can we try to do not creepy stuff? Or are you quoting Key Controller? We've got 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. You can get so accustomed to feeling left out or not seen. You can get to the point where you just kind of expect people to not really understand what's going on with you, or feel like there's really nobody out there that you could see yourself being with long term. But this Page of Wands is that realization of someone acknowledging they've been wrong. This is actually someone who wants to do right by me. This is someone who likes me for who I am. This is somebody who is confident in who they are. This is a lot of like, how do I say this? It's almost like you have to flush out the negativity that may have kind of crept back in, acknowledge that you were perhaps being a little bit biased or even jaded, and then recognize this love is what somebody has been hoping they would eventually find. So we have the Wild Hunt, which would be the Tower. It's in the reverse. Someone is changing their mind on love. They're like, man, I was pretty sure I was never going to find somebody that I could actually tolerate. Or I was pretty certain that I would never get that desire to be in a marriage with somebody, or, buy property, or maybe start a family. This is someone who's thinking about that long term. And the only way they want to do that is with this person by their side. So they still believe in love. They thought they didn't. So we have the 5 of Chalices and the 3 of Chalices. So even though for a while there I was very focused on the things that had not gone well, but now I'm able to let go of those and focus on the beautiful things that lie ahead. And they're moving away from this more like sad energy and appreciating that this happened for a reason. I like this. This is like a, okay, you got me. This is real love. I didn't know if I would be able to find it, but I guess I did. This is the Pulp Tarot. Hey, William, could you do me a favor and call me Carmen, please? Hey, Lemonade, how's it going? Hello, video games. I do personal questions after the general reading with priority to those who tip or donate. Hello, how's it going, Renee? Hello, what's up, Marcus? What else? Another King of Pentacles. So very strong with the earth energy. We could have, and more of it, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in your chart or your person's chart. But it's also leaning towards like, I want to live my life with you. So that long-term stability is that earth energy. 9 of Pentacles, Magician. I'm using my intuition or discernment to acknowledge that even if I thought it was a little too good to be true, it is actually true. And this is the love or the relationship that I've been looking for. So I need to make sure that I do right by that connection. Otherwise, I might lose it. I might fumble it, right? Hello, Joy. How are you doing? I bet it is, Nat. Hello. How's it going, Angel? Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I can't make this up, you guys. There's so much earth energy here. They want this, like, serious commitment. Let's move in together. I'm not going to look at another person ever because you are my person. And the 3 of Cups, clarifying the 3 of Cups. Oh. And if there was any fear at all about someone still hoping that the two of you would not work out, It could be on your side or it could be on their side. But I see whoever it is deciding, I really need to make sure that that is like mischief managed, right? I need to make sure that person knows it's not going to happen because I'm going to marry this person or I'm going to move in with this person. I see like loose ends being dealt with respectfully, right? I don't want there to be any confusion. This is who I want to spend my life with. So I have to make certain that everyone understands because I'm not falling into any, traps or going back to any exes. High Priestess in the reverse, the Hermit in the reverse. This is, I think, the ex that's trying to get back in. They see this, either it's you or your person, they see this as their last opportunity to get into a relationship, even though this person is like not interested in them. But I see it, like I said, it's dealt with respectfully. Nope, sorry. I'm in love with someone else. I'm not interested. All right, so Jim, we have timed you out multiple times. Just gonna give you a warning now. On sight, I will ban you next. Okay? Do yourself a favor. Don't waste my time. Don't waste yours. Don't come back to my channel. Okay? We don't like you. You don't take a clue. All we ask for is respect in the live chat, y'all. It's not that difficult. Look at how many other people can do it. Hey, what's up, Brew Kings? Hello, Adrian. How are you doing? Joy, this is still the general reading and will be for probably another 20 minutes. Hello, David. How are you doing? And did I say hello to Rachel yet? I'm a little bit nervous that I did not. What else do we have? The Page of Pentacles and the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I think this is, whatever other individuals are out there that would be interested in being with me or, like make it time. I'm going to be very clear. I'm going to be in a long-term relationship where I am committed. The only person that I want is this person. They're very communicative and they're not messing around. I don't want anything to ruin the connection that I think is like the love of my life. They are serious. Super serious. This is the, hold on, it's in my mind somewhere. Golden Lenormand. Hello, Angel. Oh, I think I did say hello. I hope you're having a good day. If it's Angel, I'll say hello, Angel. You tell me if I'm wrong. Thank you for the tip, Mark. How we doing? What's the rest of the month got going for you? Awesome. I have added that for you, Mark. Thank you. Hey, James. What's up? You're totally right. Jim is not cool enough to make the James crew. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? I'm super serious about my cereal. Hello, Ethan. How are you doing? I'm so glad to hear you got through that. Hello, Matt. So we've got the ship, number 3. Forward movement. And the key, which is number 33. So if you're keeping track, that's 3 3s. Do you like numerology? Do ya? And we have the whip. Yo, we haven't seen this whip in months, okay? Months. I'm going to tell you right now, this is someone who is basically anticipating if I don't do right by this connection, which I feel is the connection of like my life, then I'm going to end up with a broken heart. So it's like I'm sticking to exactly what I know I need to do, or I'm going to make sure that not a single thing is wrong, because if I were to lose this person, I would be devastated. Now, if you are new to the channel, I tell a joke every time the whip comes out. People would be mad if I didn't tell it, okay? Hello, Christina. Hello, Moha. How are you doing? Don't try to sell me stuff, please. I don't want any of that. Take a look at my channel. Over the last 4 years, I've literally done everything myself, except for at the very beginning when I didn't know how to edit my videos. And I did also have some donated like emojis from Johnny, which was awesome. But no, I'm not gonna buy any of your stuff. Sorry. Nope, 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 nope. Hello, what's up? Is it Gobies? Gobish? I feel like I'm probably saying your name wrong. But I apologize. Can I call you Gobi? All right, are you ready? We got the whip joke. The whip. No, no, not the whip. The whip. No, no, please, not the whip. The whip. No, no, please, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. I do myself no favors by telling that joke after I'm trying to tell everybody to please not call me baby. But like, you know, I can't stop. I told the joke like 3 years ago. I can't stop doing that. Hello, what's up, Llama? I do personal questions after the general with priority to those who tip or donate. So feel free to connect or attach your question to a super chat. So the whip card, if that's what you're asking, is a card that can talk about punishment. It can also talk about like bedroom preferences, which, you know, if they have a really great connection, maybe that's part of it. But I think this is really about somebody who's looking at this as, if I don't take this seriously, if I'm not honest with myself about what this person means to me, then I will regret losing this person. I need to make sure that I do whatever I can to communicate how I feel and pursue this relationship if I want that to work out. This is the stars, number 16. It's like you're my wish fulfillment. You're everything I've wanted. So I've got to make sure that I communicate that, right? Hey, Deluxe, you want to try that again in English, please? I can't moderate, and neither can my moderators if we don't know what you're saying. Hello, Abrima. How are you doing? Aw, thank you. That's very kind of you. Did you like it, Ethan? Hello, Jared. Thank you, Nat Nats. Let me add that for you. Do I get tired from reading all the time? Yeah, well, so tired in the sense of like not wanting to do this? No. Tired in the sense of needing to take a nap while I watch a movie? Yes, I did that earlier today. I don't nap as much as I'd like, but part of the reason it's a struggle for me to do some of the later in the evening readings when I have to imagine it's a little bit easier for folks to catch my reading is because I tend to work a little bit better in the morning or my mind's a little bit clearer. Did I miss saying hi to someone? Oh, Matt, have you ever seen Michelle Pfeiffer do the whip thing? Apparently it was a pretty big deal at how great she was at it. Yes, just gotta be able to like, you know, recharge. Hey, Dominic, I don't think it's passive aggressive to have boundaries. I tell people up front, I expect respect. And if you're not going to respect me, then get off my channel where I'm doing things for free to try to help people. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's passive aggressive. I do genuinely care about people and I don't want to come off as rude. But if you're starting the conversation by objectifying me and you don't even know who I am, then I'm going to tell you how it is. And if that's passive aggressive, that's cool. Be intimidated all day, my guy. But I don't think that's passive aggressive. Passive aggressive would be like encouraging it and then finding a way to like scorpion tail you in the back, right? I will just let you know. Hey, April. How's it going? But if I want to ask about another person, so Llama, if you're asking about another person, my recommendation would be you could use like the first initial of their name in your super chat, and then I can figure that out, right? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm not going to feel guilty for having boundaries, you know? All right. Well, I shouldn't have doubted you, Matt. It is a pretty awesome scene. All right. We're going to go with the Kipper. Let's see what else we've got for you. Thank you, Ethan. I remember, like, I probably shouldn't tell you all this, but I'm going to. I remember getting a tarot reading years ago. Actually, I think it was from Sabbath Tarot, and I'm sure some of you watch her. And she said, I pick up on a lot of the people around you being intimidated by you. And I was like, what? Oh, what do I need to do to like change that? I feel like I'm usually a pretty friendly person. And she's like, nope, you don't need to change that. In fact, it's totally working for you. Because the people who don't know how to respect people, they're not going to approach you. Because you're like, I wish would. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. Well, you called me passive aggressive, Dominic. Is there a right way to take that? Do you consider that a compliment? I know at the end of it, you said you like how I do it. You said it's like kind of like a Southern thing, but I would not call someone passive aggressive if they're just being direct. You know what I mean? It might be semantics, but it matters. That doesn't mean you're not welcome here. I just, you know, I don't think I'm passive aggressive. We've got false person, poverty, and coffin. This is the ex. This is the person who's trying to come back around, and they're like, wait. I know you feel like you found like the love of your lifetime, but what about me? Don't you want to come back and deal with my drama and my toxic energy? And the fact that I lie to you all the time? Come on, I know you miss it. No, actually, I don't. I found somebody who treats me with respect, and I found somebody who's emotionally mature. So when I ended that connection with you, because you always left me feeling lonely or confused, I meant it. I meant that we were done. And nothing that you could say or do would tempt me to leave what I've currently got going on, right? Expectation. But this ex is confused. They really felt like they were going to be able to, at the very least, seduce this person and get, you know, oh, we only said goodbye with words. Shout out Amy Winehouse. They feel like they should at least be able to get something. But with unexpected income, I think this is how the King of Pentacles views their connection. They're like, no. I have everything I've ever wanted with this relationship. Why would I put that on the line for someone who lies to me and gaslights me? No. I think I'm good. Thank you, Mike. What do you mean, Adrian? We've got privileged lady. So this is someone who might be a little bit spoiled or feel a little entitled. Not the biggest fan of people who are entitled to love or a connection, but it seems like they expect the King of Pentacles to take them back. Keep in mind, this is general reading, so it could be that the ex is actually pursuing the one that the King of Pentacles is with, but I feel like for the majority of you, this is someone who's trying to steal the King of Pentacles away when they know they're in a spiritual connection. Hello, spiritual healer. How are you doing? What do we want? We'll go with the gold foil tarot. Nobody. At least I don't think so. I didn't do it if anyone did. Hold on a second. This candle is bothering me. Oh. I rolled away. You want to try that again, Adrian? I still don't know what you're trying to say. Hey, Dominic, we're cool. Like, honestly, I don't take... Like, if that's really not how you meant things, then we're cool. I would just be cautious about calling people passive-aggressive. That's all I'm saying, because I really... If anything, I think I'm obnoxiously direct. I think most people get uncomfortable around me because I'm like, here's what I think, you know? That wasn't meant to look like a wiener, but that probably did, huh? What else do we have? Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Danny, what's up? Matt's like, can't confirm. I still really, like, I'm trying so hard, Adrian. I don't know what you're trying to say to me. I don't feel dumb, but like, could you just put it in a sentence? The word used in video to your responsive differences and a word in description of you. What? Yeah. It just kind of rolls right off, right, Ethan? It's like, oh, sorry. If I knew how to change that about my personality. Oh, no, I still wouldn't do it. Hello, Ray. How's it going? No, I don't think you said I was dumb, but I'm really not sure what you're trying to say. Hello, what's up, Elizabetha? Hello, Mohammed. Wait, I'm so confused, Ray. It's a potential relationship or it's a relationship? Not me picturing that one movie with Ryan Gosling. Don't hate me. Hello, Mind the Gap. How are you doing? All right, so we've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Hermit in the reverse. Wow! The Hermit in the reverse is clarified. The Hermit in the reverse, you guys. Ah! Oh my god. So anybody want to look up the probability of that? I'm pretty sure Dracula looked it up once and it was like 0.01% or something. To have one of 78 cards, both in the reverse. So I think then technically that's like 1 out of 156. Did I do my maths right? This is somebody who doesn't do things the way they should. They ignore that little voice in their head that's like, I don't know, that sounds like a pretty bad idea. Aren't there going to be some consequences for that? To be honest, this feels like somebody who wants to speak up at a wedding. If any of you have a reason why these two should not be lawfully wed, speak up. I think this person says something. I think they want to ruin the mood, the vibe, the day, whatever, the relationship. And they want to show up and make it about themselves. Because they feel left out and because they feel like this King of Pentacles is the one who got away and the King of Pentacles should have chosen them. How dare you fall in love with somebody else? That's just like so rude when I'm like right here. And I've been like, you know, super nice and hot this whole time. Yes, exactly. Ray, you can ask Google that question now, sweetheart. Also, there's an app. What is it called? I think it starts with a C. Is it CoStar, maybe? There's an app that'll teach you all about whether or not you got compatibility with an astrological sign, but that is not my thing. All right, so let me add that for you, Llama. Is thinking seriously about our future together. I have added that for you. Okay. Thank you for sticking with me, Adria. That had to require some patience. Yeah, it's probably the nap. I'm a little out of it. Is that spiritual hair? Are you trying to say Chat GPT? Oh, did I miss a good one from Key? It's like drawing a tree and expecting it to grow. I like that. Oh, you got it, Ray. We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. This is what we can do, okay? This hasn't happened yet. So we got our King of Cups, or sorry, our King of Pentacles, who's going to be like, I think I'm really in love with you. I think you really want to be in this relationship forever. I really want, to move in or get married or start a family or whatever. Keep in mind, the King of Pentacles does not need to be a man. We can come out as the King or the Queen of Pentacles, depending on the attitude or the energy we're trying to capture. And we did technically have the King and Queen of Pentacles come out. But the thing is, this King of Pentacles can avoid a pretty uncomfortable situation as long as they can somehow avoid this ex getting information on your wedding day. So how can you make it so they don't find out when and where, or can you put a bodyguard outside the door? Hello, Kevin Castner. I'm gonna need you to stand outside my church. There's this weird ex that's gonna try to come and they can steal me on my wedding day or something. Yeah, no, could you just clothesline them? Yeah, just when they try to go into church, that'd be great. Okay. Hey, thanks, Kevin. Some of y'all are gonna be like, why is she calling Kevin Costner? And that makes me sad. Because you don't know. You don't know about the movie. Yo. Where's me Lucky Charms? You gotta go with the M-E though instead of M-Y if you're using the Lucky Charms thing. It's just not the same. My Lucky Charms versus me Lucky Charms. Like I feel like I have to make the face and everything. So following the Page of Swords in the reverse, we have the Six of Wands. And I feel like even though usually the Four of Wands is, marriage stuff, this is what was at the very beginning, right? The Six of Wands, success. And I compared it to someone saying, I finally found the person that I want to be with. I have finally been successful in this thing called dating or in this thing called love. So now that I know what I want, now that I'm moving forward, I have to be cautious and maybe a little bit secretive. Some of you are going to decide, maybe we just elope because I don't want to deal with any of that. Maybe we don't tell people it's a wedding and they find out when they get here. There's like some creative approach here. But the most important thing is don't be telling your ex where you're getting married when you know they have a problem being respectful or reasonable, Getting clotheslined before walking into a church is a sign. I agree. Hello, Katie. How are you doing? Hello, Samuel. Leprechaun charm. I like it. Thank you, Katie. I'm on one tonight. I don't know what it is. It might be because I had delicious steak. Don't tell anyone. I don't know what that means, but welcome, Zaid. I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Yes, yes. What's that meme with like Jack Nicholson and he's like, yes, yes. He's just like nodding. Like, this person gets it. Our King of Pentacles is like, you know what? I'm gonna have to be real careful with this ex because I think they're going to try to find a way to ruin my wedding day. So here's Kevin Costner like, what's that? I will clothesline you. I won't even feel bad about it. It's gonna ruin your makeup or it's gonna, I don't know, make you look silly. Kevin Costner's not gonna let it happen, okay? The movie is called The Bodyguard, and Kevin Costner was the bodyguard for Whitney Houston. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. And then maybe also after that, go watch the Kevin Costner like commentary or like the man's heart was broken when Whitney Houston died. And I kind of felt bad for that. Like you could tell he genuinely cared about her. And I thought that was sweet. Where are we at? Oh, crap. I've gone over. We need to do the personal readings, my friends. We're going to go with the Morgan Greer. I got too excited about the Kevin Costner element here. Ooh, it might have been anger management. I really don't know if I could guess where that Jack Nicholson is from. There's also a really kind of like awkward interaction between Jack Nicholson and Jennifer Lawrence where he compliments her on, I don't know, like winning something or a movie. And he says something like, you remind me of one of my old girlfriends. And she says something like, can I remind you of one of your new girlfriends or something? I'm like, whoa, she hit on him? I mean, that must have been real fun for him. What the what? All right. Personal questions, you guys. Game face on. We've got Mark up first, and then Nat, and then Llama. Mark is asking, what is in store for the rest of April? What else is coming in for Mark in April, please? Have you seen As Good as It Gets, Matt? That's probably my favorite Jack Nicholson movie. So, Mark, we've got the King of Wands, the Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Page of Cups. This feels like somebody making a move towards what they want or making a decision without having all the information and then regretting it. So this is saying you might need to tell yourself to be a little bit patient before you make a decision because you might regret not going the other way. What I'm seeing in my mind, I do this more often than I would like to admit. When you're driving on, the highway and it's not exactly an empty highway and you have to choose, do I want to be in the left lane or do I want to be in the right lane? Which one's going to be awful? And then you end up choosing the wrong one and you're like, bye everyone. You chose the right lane and I'm over here stuck behind a semi. Bye. There's something here about sit in that moment and think about it and scan for more information because there's something you haven't figured out before you make a decision and then you're like, oh crap, I chose the wrong thing. But now you're not going to. Now you're going to be like, I know I have to make sure I get all that information. Yeah, 9 of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, Empress in the reverse. There are red flags just under the surface. All you have to do is look for them. All you have to do is ask some questions. So I don't know if this is like an interview or like a date. They're very similar in some ways. But more information, the better. Y'all are cracking me up. Llama, I have one reading after Mark's and then it would be yours. Don't worry, I will announce it for you. And thank you for your patience. Ray says go to the left side. Okay. So, Nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles. You wait for a moment, you get that additional information, and then you're able to course correct. So, you got this. I believe in you. Let's see. Let's see what we've got for Nat. Hey, Unita, how we doing? General insight for today. My condolences on what the grief would be related to. Oh my gosh. Are y'all gonna be like new besties? I found a tree friend on YouTube. That would make me happy. So for Nat, we have a random. What do we have for Nat, please? If it's the King of Pentacles, I'm gonna laugh. So we have the King of Wands in the reverse, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Swords. Is this angry energy? I see energy shifting for you, where you were upset, despondent, confused, frustrated, pondering, or like maybe even a little bit over analyzing something to do with a person's choice in the past. And you get this Page of Swords. I don't know if it's like the tiniest detail, like, oh, that person's in a relationship, or oh, that person never actually broke up with that, or, you know, that company didn't end up hiring anyone because they lost their funding. I feel like there's information that comes in and it's just like the tip of the iceberg for you to be like, oh, well, I am so glad that didn't work out. That's great. Dodged a bullet there. Didn't have to deal with that BS. That's great. It's not a heartbreak. It's not a disappointment. It's like, okay, sweet. I like that. You know, if you've ever been driving and seen the other side of the highway completely backed up because of whatever, and your lane or your side of the highway is like, pew, you're like, oh, it sucks to be you guys, but I'm great. You're going to feel like that. You're going to be like, oh, man, that ended up being a great thing. I thought it was a loss, but in reality, it's their loss. And I was able to avoid some consequences that were not meant for me. And there's something else that comes in for you. Two of Pentacles. What you might have ranked as what you wanted before, now you're looking at it and you're like, that wasn't for me. And then something else comes in for you. Could be a job offer, it could be a romantic. But this truth helps you to accept or let go of something that was not meant for you. All right, let's see what we have for Llama. Oh, that sounds so cool. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. I worked with someone from New Zealand. He called himself a Kiwi, and I thought that was cute. But he was like one of the hardest workers at my company. Told me some of the coolest things. I don't know if I should mention that. He was like a really well-known bodybuilder, I think, in New Zealand. Anyways. Yeah, I think I am also too poor to travel to New Zealand. Yeah. So our question for Llama is about O. Is O thinking seriously about our future together? Four of Pentacles. Yes. This is like someone who's looking at you as I don't know. I see someone like hugging you from behind. Like, I don't ever want to let you go. Like teddy bear-ish. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands in the reverse. The Lovers. And the 6 of Cups. Yes. Yes. Seriously thinking about the long-term potential. A little overwhelmed. A little bit like, oh my gosh, what if I ruin this? I need to listen to my intuition. I love that the 9 of Pentacles is literally someone playing the piano, because playing the piano, or probably any music instrument, right, is going to be, in my opinion, one of those times where you can really process and feel those energies. Music is so powerful like that. This is someone who thinks that you are magical. And the Lovers, it's not always about soulmates, but this is someone who thinks you are probably soulmates. 6 of Cups. There's a gift that O wants to give you. Hey, Darnell, how's it going? We have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. There's something that O is like a little bit hesitant to say. Can't make up my mind. Should I do this? Should I not? 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Is it possible that O would be thinking about like quitting a job and moving? I don't know if there's like a distance issue, or maybe it's a schedule thing. I work third shift, you work first shift, so I like never see you. But I feel like there's something here where it's like, I think I want something long term, but if I'm going to pursue a long term relationship, the truth is I'm going to have to make some sort of a change here to my schedule. Or I'm going to have to, I don't know, find a way to get promoted, maybe do a certification. I see some thinking here about this job ain't going to cut it. I'm going to have to do something better. I'm going to have to make a change, you know? But this is really sweet. I love that for you. Feel free to invite me to the wedding. Just kidding, you don't have to. Let's see what we've got for Unida. And Llama, we're excited for you. We're gonna go with the Weird Cat Tarot. That's too cool. Ray says, if you quit a job, make sure you have another job lined up. It's probably a wise thing. Okay, Llama. So yes, that's what this person's thinking about. Always like, yeah, this is gonna have to change. So I have to figure out a plan. All right. Good luck with that. And let's see what we got for Unida. Looking for some general insight on regret and grief. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Vulnerability. Page of Wands. The Star. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Page of Cups. So what I saw in my mind was a grief group, which made me think of Fight Club. Sorry that I can't help that. What was her name? Marla, trying to negotiate which grief groups she could have. Did she want the ball one? Is that what it was? And Meatloaf, right? Meatloaf was in that? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I shouldn't mock this. I'm sorry. I can't be serious tonight for some reason. Forgive me. I'm sorry, Unida. We've got a focus on regret and grief, and I feel like this is saying there is a conversation you're able to have about this vulnerable situation, and I think it goes better than you expect, or there is a weight lifted off your shoulders. Maybe it isn't something that is specifically titled, we're here to talk about difficult things that we've been through. But I see there being a community of people who understand you, who see what's going on. And with this Page of Cups, it makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, exactly. It's the first rule. It's true. You think they're still gonna clear out all our credit card debt, you guys? So we have the High Priestess. There's wisdom. I see you giving someone wisdom and getting wisdom back. It's like not transactional. It's more so that it's like a symbiotic friendship. I took some science classes, biology classes in college, but like not at all majored or like focused on that, right? But symbiotic seems to be the key here. I see there being a friendship. I see there being a friendship that comes from a group. And as a result, you share some wisdom with this person, and this person shares wisdom with you. Anything else? A book. Eight of Wands. Is this reading a book or writing a book? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse tells me you shouldn't have to work that hard for it, so it's probably reading a book. There's a book that I see being very pivotal for you, very impactful for you. Weird. Okay, so I saw, when I looked at this number 4, or the word spelled out for it, what I saw in my mind was La Forcade, which is the last name of, I think she's a Mexican artist, Natalia Lafourcade. Un zapato que no puedes encontrar. Corre a la cama, ponte a pensar. Dile que esta noche no vas no vas a llegar a la casa. Sorry, that's how I do things sometimes. So there's something here about with the book or with some wisdom that comes to you being in a different language first and translated. So that might help you find the book. Interestingly enough, I just purchased one that would qualify for that. So this is, I don't think it's like a giant book, but I do feel like this is something that is really helpful. Have a good night, Rachel. I hope that helps you, Nida. I think I'm going to leave it there. And I wish you luck with that. Hello, Oracle. How are you doing? Thank you, everyone, for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. I sure appreciate you all. If you're able to hype the video, I appreciate that as well. And I will